Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Titli's busy kitchen with me, Titli. I like naan and I like stuffed naan. So today I'm going to make a Peshwari naan. For the naan bread I've got 1 cup or 150 grams of plain flour, 3 tablespoons of lukewarm water, 2 tablespoons of plain yoghurt, 1 tablespoon of melted ghee or butter, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of dried yeast and half a teaspoon of sugar. Put the yeast and the sugar in the water, mix to activate and then leave for 10 minutes. Sieve the salt, baking soda and flour into a bowl. Make a little well in the centre, then add in the yoghurt, the melted ghee or butter and the yeast. Then mix together to a nice smooth dough. Once you've got your dough nicely mixed, knead it on a lightly floured surface for a few minutes. And what you should end up with is a smooth, slightly springy dough. Pop the dough into a lightly oiled bowl, cover and then place in a warm place for about an hour or until the dough doubles in size. For the naan filling I've got 2 tablespoons of sultanas, or you could use raisins, 2 tablespoons of sliced almonds which I've crushed between my fingers to make little pieces, and a tablespoon of desiccated coconut. You can also use chopped pistachios or chopped hazelnuts, whatever nuts you like really. Once the dough has risen, turn it out onto a lightly floured surface, knock it back and then knead it for a couple of minutes. Now split the dough in two, roll one half into a ball, then roll it out into a circle, about 6 inches in diameter. Now add on half the coconut, half the almonds and half the sultanas, fold it over, press the edges together, looks like a pasty. Then bring it together and press it into a ball. Now with the seam on the bottom and a nice smooth surface on top, carefully roll out the naan. Okay, now brush with a little oil or ghee or melted butter, pop into a pan. Now cover lightly and leave for 30 minutes. Now I've got a baking sheet heating under a very hot grill and a flat pan over a very high heat. Once the pan is nice and hot, drop on one of the naans. Cook for about 35 to 40 seconds on a nice high heat. Then transfer to the very hot grill pan and pop it under the hot grill. After a few minutes it should be lovely and golden brown. Brush with melted ghee or butter before serving. Now some people like to add a teaspoon of sugar into the filling of their naan, but for me personally that just makes it a bit too sweet. But it's all about personal preference. Join me next time in Titli's Busy Kitchen with me, Titli. Until next time, Khuda Hafiz.